The question's a little bit different for me because I've already had 2 years in, and some of the goals that I had set for myself in working with the city, we've already seen come to fruition. One was to provide some opportunities for our kids and having a contract with the YMCA, having the YMCA be able to support some of our local organizations that work with youth. We've had several organizations that have received funding through the YMCA for their own programming. So we've seen some growth in that area already. And then the second was to see some economic growth downtown and Austin Ave. So like I kind of touched on the Austin Avenue thing, and as we have seen, we've seen a lot of businesses, restaurants come into downtown. So that's, huge for us because definitely we have far too many storefronts that are vacant, and being able to see new businesses look at us and come in and, take advantage of the space, that definitely is something that, I'm pretty proud of in regards to being able to help support that. But moving forward, if I get elected, like I had said, definitely one of the priorities I'm going to have is how do we remediate a lot of the properties that are left behind from our industries. The second is our roads. That's one of the biggest complaints that I hear pretty much on a daily basis, and I understand it. I drive on the roads too. We all do. We know how in poor shape they are. We worked as a council to come up with a plan, to work with our engineers to figure out what's feasible, what could we do as a community. We were close. We were close at the last election. So we're going to pull together again and figure out what do we need to do to make more connections with the citizens of Albion to help educate why that is such an important initiative for us to be able to pass. So at least it's a part of the solution, but as well, like Representative Hasman said, there's more money that we can leverage and definitely apply for to help with our road conditions. So again, we want to be at the top of anything that we see coming across that we may be eligible for and be ready. We have to have buy-in. The community has to say, yep, we're going to do our part for this too.
I am grateful to be here tonight. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity. I have lived in Albion the majority of my life, and I have found that I am inspired by our children and this community. I've had the opportunity to work at the college for a number of years and to be engaged with different programs that support our young people, and they make me want to see this community be better. And that is why I'm here. That is why I'm running. And I am excited to answer your questions tonight.
Questions that we are going to be fielding and answering tonight. I would like to give the candidates an opportunity to give a 1-minute closing statement, that whether it's things that you would like to really take home, things that you haven't touched on tonight, we will
appreciate it. I didn't share a lot about myself in my beginning opening, so I thought I would in my closing. I have started, like I mentioned before, my college career at KCC, and then I went down to Western Michigan University where I obtained a Bachelor's of Science in Biological Sciences. I have a Master's of Arts in Science Education, and I have been a teacher, like I mentioned, for 23 years at Lakeview High School. I decided to take an adjunct position at KCC, so I was working day and night, and so I got to experience teaching at a different level, which was amazing. For some reason, just before COVID hit, I thought, I need some time off from my adjunct position, and thank goodness I did. I couldn't imagine teaching all day on Zoom and all night. But it brought me back full circle to KCC, and that's why I want to keep my...
I just want everyone to know that I believe in quality public education and equal access to education and equitable access to education, regardless of race, income, economic status. I'm a proud product of the Chicago public school system. I'm the daughter and niece and sister of a total of 6 relatives who work in the public school system. And I'm where I am today due to those foundational skills. I have spent 9 months on the board, and 9 months is not enough. I need more time. I did prepare myself, like I said, conducting the listening tours to all of the schools, which the principal said no other board member had done since they could remember. It's my desire to continue to support teachers and collaborate with the community.
For another 2 years, and I'd like to serve in majority. I want to emphasize funding of K-12 schools, and we can get more accomplished than we did even this summer and this early autumn. I want to emphasize a great scholarship program that will make secondary higher education more affordable to more Michigan citizens and citizens, young people from Albion. I want to repeal the senior pension tax, which has been talked about by every candidate since 2012, but this time get it done with a majority. I want to bring back more monies to families by bringing back EITC and broadening its extent. I want to bring back infrastructure improvements to needier areas like Albion and Battle Creek than areas that don't need it as much in other parts of our state. And I want to continue to bring earmarks back to our community, earmarks like the improvement to Battle Creek City Hall and the renaturalization of the Kalamazoo River, and do many other things in Albion.
I've been serving on the city council since July 5th, I think it was. And during that time, I've come to know a lot of the resources and assets that are in Albion. And I want to continue to serve as a servant leader who is involved throughout the community. And everybody knows I really am involved throughout the community. I bring knowledge and a background and connections that I think can help, provide resources that maybe we didn't know that we have. I'm learning of resources now of billions of dollars that may be available to us within the next couple of months. So I want to work with people inside of Albion as well as outside of Albion to take advantage of what is available to us to help improve our community overall. I'm committed, I'm dedicated, and I'm willing to work collectively, collaboratively with the college, with my fellow council members, as well as with citizens in Albion to make it a better place to live for all of us. Thank you.
So we've talked a lot tonight about our visions and where we want to see our community be. Part of that, bringing those visions to fruition, it's a lot of hard work, a lot of collaboration has to be put in place because it just doesn't come from City Hall. The past 2 years that I've spent as mayor, like I said, I've been laying the groundwork for those items to come to fruition. So I believe that with strong leadership, so not only from City Hall, but in different groups and organizations, that is what's going to take for us to see change that we all want to see in our community. So like I said, I've had the 2 years of building those relationships. We have strong leadership in place. I'm just hoping to get reelected to continue the positive momentum that our community has already started.
Hello again. I appreciate the opportunity to be here this evening. I'm in a unique position because not only do I serve on the Keller Community College Board of Trustees, but I also serve on the Marshall Public School Board of Trustees. And it gives me insight into the ability of looking where things are that need to be done in education and where the gaps are. And we have a lot of gaps. And we're working on improving those gaps and closing those gaps every single day. Jim mentioned wraparound services. Thank you, Jim. That's going to be an important part of anything we do when we're talking about trying to lead people who need education to education. We need students to come in and be involved in be excited and passionate about their own education. So, Albion is in a great spot for education as well with Albion College and KCC. So I look forward to continuing to be a cog in that, a strong voice for the communities. Thank you very much again.
I care about this community and the people of this community. I think we need leadership that is not afraid to have difficult conversations, leadership that is able to engage and empower individuals from across our community to become active participants in the work that we need to do to move forward. But we also need leadership that is not afraid to make space for our marginalized voices in this community as we build and shape where we want to go. And so I'm excited to serve in that capacity if elected and see Albion be a better place.
Probably the most important thing that could come out of this gathering tonight is when we leave, we don't leave as Democrats or Republicans. We leave as just people who want to improve our community. And that applies to the state as well. Two letters have really just divided our state and country, and it's a shame, and it's really caused destruction on both sides. So one of the things, well, as the chair of the Red, White, Blue Foundation, I've always recognized veterans in the room. I know we have one. If you guys could stand up real quick, because I only have about 30 seconds. Yeah, we'll take them. And then a couple things I want to do. An in-district office. I purchased the property at 889 West Columbia. We'll have a mobile office that'll travel throughout the district one day a month in each municipality to serve the people and businesses in that community. And also we'll appoint an economic development team that'll be focused on keeping jobs in the district and also reaching out and trying to promote businesses and jobs to come in. Thank you.
I have 4 questions. We talk about partnerships with Albion College, but who else? How can we help people who have been disengaged in Albion to re-engage? What barriers can we tear down that will free people to live their best lives? It's going to take a lot more than politicians and elected officials to accomplish that. So, will you help us, who you elect, help you? Thank you.
I want to thank all of you for coming tonight, taking time out of your busy lives to learn more about the candidates. And I want to thank the candidates for taking the time to come and express your views and be open to questions. A special thank you to AAUW, NAACP, the Chamber of Commerce, and MEA Retired for sponsoring this candidates forum. A special thank you to Jessie Whitfield. Without her work, this would not have happened. Please take your knowledge of the ballot proposals and of the candidates and vote. Every vote counts. Cast your ballots, whether in person or by absentee ballot. Please remember, this is your civic duty to vote on Tuesday, November 8th. Voting is a privilege and a responsibility. Thank you.